Yeah, I have nuts on my desk. I mean, 1 hour's worth of good morning, I swear. Before I continue with my multitude of works in progress, I figured I'd try to see what happens here. And let's get on with it. Who needs to hear 2 minutes of dialogue? Nobody. Let me just get over there. So I tried this in China when I came back in June, and they had this, and I didn't know about this. Oh, it's like this. They have like a little crack on there already, which is really useful because they have some sort of, dare I say, nut key. Please be inside. I'll be upset. Oh, they do. Okay, so they have this thing, and then my mother-in-law, which we gave to, she's a freaking expert. She just opens it, just starts cracking the nuts open, and I tried it. It tastes better than the nuts without the shell. I'm like, what? How is that a thing? I don't know. Because I never, when we buy them here, even in Hawaii, they just have the nut itself. They don't have the entire thing encased in its shell and stuff. So when I saw it in China, my husband did. And so what we do here is you put this like a key thing sort of, and then you pop it open like that. And that's it. I wonder if it's the same. Oh, Lord. I never thought I'd actually like the nut without the shell. I mean, with the shell on. Oh, it doesn't taste entirely the same as the other one, but it has a richer taste, I noticed. And it has its own distinct flavor. When they have it without the shell, it just tastes like nut, I guess. This nut, not whatever. But this one has its own distinct flavor, and it's like, oh, okay, it's pretty good. And I think when they put it with chocolate, it's like, so it has some extra flavor. Because by itself, like they put salt, they put whatever seasoning on it. That's how people, have these usually. And then you get this weird but pretty interesting shell. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or throw it away. Usually you throw it away. Yeah, I have my own nut key. I'll eat the rest later because I don't want to keep chewing and talking at the same time, and then I choke on live stream. That's not good. Don't choke on your live stream, please. So yeah, I forgot how much this cost. And then they had those stupid California warnings. I hate that crap. I keep seeing it not just on food, but also in drinks and on clothes, on whatever. I'm just going to take what I can get. And if it's there, like, screw it. I'm so sick of that damn warning. Of course, I will not do you just eat everything with that stupid warning. But sometimes, especially with nuts, I'm like, come on, man. Get off my case. There's a lot to chew. So anyway, how you guys been? All 0 of you. I will assume you'll show up. If not, I don't know. Before I get on with the shoe painting of shoes, this one's almost done, but some areas here are a little bit but we'll work on this first. But yeah, before I get on to the shoe painting, or I'll just do it while I paint. I don't know. There is a trailer for Black Myth, not Wukong. It's Black Myth Zhong Kui. And I was like, who that? Who that guy? And then they have the trailer. Just look up Black Myth Zhong Kui, ZHONG space KUI, and just look that up. The trailer was released yesterday, and sorry, I need a reference of this for a hot second. So, why is my hair there? There was the trailer for Black Myth Zhong Kui, and it was set on August 20th in Chinese time, but at the time it was August 19th. So that little hint in that one advertisement for Black Myth Wukong merch, and they mentioned 820. Yeah, that was correct. I was like, oh, okay. White on white. How redundant, am I right? Anyway, yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So they were onto something when they made that announcement. Oh shit. This tape is not very good. Okay, so I just need the reference here, and then that's it for now. So yeah, it was funny. My husband / editor sent me that link. No, he showed it to me, and then I did like a kind of a live viewing of some of it on Instagram stories. Then later on, while I was taking a nap after dinner, I woke up. My oldest brother sent me a link to to the Black Myth Wukong trailer. Black Myth Zhong Kui trailer. And then this morning, my nephew, was it this morning? Yeah, I think it was this morning. My nephew sent me also a link from Instagram about Black Myth Wukong. I mean, Zhong Kui. I'm so used to saying Wukong, I have to say the other name, and I have to rewire my freaking brain to say Zhong Kui instead of Wukong, okay? But yeah, I was like, what? They finally showed it. And they were right about 8/20th being the day of their announcements. So I was like, okay, what's up with that? And then I saw the trailer, and possibly Zhong Kui. According to my husband, who is well-versed in most of the Journey to the West lore, I guess, Zhong Kui is some guy who's like a famous demon hunter or demon / ghost hunter of some kind during that time. I also asked, is this like a sequel or a prequel? And he's like, no, it's an entirely separate story from Wukong. So I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, that's interesting, because I was low-key disappointed. I want to continue the story with Wukong in it because I like Jibaja and the Destined One and all my fancy schmancy armor and stuff. So I was like, come on, let's get on with the story. It's not over. I know it. But no, they did an entirely new story. I was like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? And then they showed the guy, and I was like, who's that? He looks like one of the people from Journey to the West. There was a guy also like with dark blue skin and red hair, and I'm like, let me get used to it first. I need to get used to it first, because I'm so used to Black Myth Wukong and Jubaja and all that stuff. Now I have a new set of characters I need to get used to. But other than that, I'm glad that they are releasing something. So even though I have a few little micro nitpicks about the characters chosen for you to play, I'm like, just give me the game. I want to play now. I want to play. So I don't know what else is there afterwards. I'll ask my husband any more updates about that, or my family, because I know at least, yeah, my brother and my nephew is somewhat paying attention to those gaming news. I also have a nephew playing Black Myth Wukong. But the last time, it's been a while, so maybe he has progressed further, because the last time he said he got stuck with chapter 2, that first electric frog guy, and I was like, yeah, like I'm not like, oh, you're still there, oh, that's so lame. No, I'm not like that at all, because it's the very first time I tried to beat that frog, it was a struggle. But I think slowly but surely, plus he's also social, he's a student, of course, so he has things to do, and I'm not going to be like pressuring him, did you play Black Myth Wukong? Like, come on. Plus he has other games, a lot more interesting games than I am, so he has like other games to play, so I'm not super pressuring him to get on to the Black Myth Wukong. But we have something to talk about for once, because I have a hard time talking to nephews sometimes. It's not their fault, it's just, I don't know, I'm old and not around as much, and I'm like, I suck. But at the same time, if I can find something in common with them one way or another, we can talk and talk and talk for sure, or at least longer than, hi, okay, nice seeing you, let's go eat, something like that. But yeah, I am looking forward to that game. Obviously, let's go. I've already beat Black Myth Zhong Kui like 4 times already. Let's go. I'm just glad that there's some level of announcement going down. So there's that. I'm also low-key worried about this shoe. I'm trying to do some sort of like gradient with sunset colors, but I'm worried it's going to look like Instagram colors because purple, pink, yellow, but I'm like, screw it. Instagram doesn't own sunset colors, all right? So I'm going to have to try to dabble in that a bit. And yes, this is my very first time painting on shoes using fabric paint. This paint is kind of thick, surprisingly. It starts off like acrylic paint consistency, but as it dries, it really gets a little bit stiff. I worry if I try wearing it, and I probably will because I don't care for this shoe style that much. So I will probably wear it in the open outside of this house, and I'm a little concerned because I don't have the best of luck keeping shoes clean. I'm not those very particular people where I come home, I start cleaning my shoes, and no. That's probably why my stuff doesn't last as long. Because I don't do that. But I'm like, I don't care that much. I'm tired. I gotta cook dinner. I gotta do all this other stuff. Why do I have to clean my shoes too? But I know, you're supposed to do that, but I don't feel like it. Okay, shut up. But yeah, I will probably try to wear these in public and see what happens. I do have like an acrylic finisher top coat. Not the same brand, but it should help keep my painting vibrant and not all effed up later on. In theory, I haven't tried it. Again, like I mentioned, it's my very first time using fabric paint for this sort of project. I'm already using, this is almost gone already, just on one shoe. So I'd probably have to buy like a big ass bottle of white paint for fabric paint for this sort of project. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Any plans for the shoe besides wearing it? I have no plans. I don't have any plans. I'm just like, let's just see what happens and just pick colors I've been into lately and just go from there. And this is what I've been doing. I've been meaning to do something like this. I've seen people paint on t-shirts, paint on bags, paint on those tote bags, but they look super flimsy and cheap. I don't like doing that, but I would love to paint on a kind of tote bag. And you know what bag I'm going to try to paint on? And I purposely bought it for this very fabric paint test. A lot of Asians know what I'm talking about. Not a racist thing, because I see a whole bunch of them with this. You know that a while ago they had that stupid craze for the pastel, this really small pastel version of the Trader Joe's bag. I looked into that on eBay on a whim because I like pastels. Why not? They're like $30 a bag, and I was like, ew, what the hell? They're like, I don't know how much they are in store because I tried looking one time. There's nothing. But these are like $3.99. That's a pretty good deal for this kind of bag. So that's why I see everyone, especially Asian people, toting around with their bags, their Trader Joe bags. But I want to custom paint it because I'm petty like that. I want to make it pastel and it's the same size because I don't like those tiny ass tote bags. Like maybe it's for like your toiletries or your like a small lunch bag, but I want the big ass size. So I'm going to be hella petty and paint my own. Then show it off. Okay, I don't know. Because I also have bad luck with Trader Joe's bags. Well, not much. Like every 10 bags I buy, something terrible happens. Only 2 times that I bought this bag. And already I had a problem with the first bag. First one being raspberries got smashed in the first bag. This bag, strawberries got smashed. I was like, okay, maybe I should stop buying fruit at this point. Or at least when I should not buy it with this damn bag. 3rd time's the charm, though. But I don't feel like... I'm also thinking about buying one for my friend, but I don't know if she's into that. I heard, like, in Japan, they also have a huge craze for Trader Joe's bags. But I haven't heard her mention once about wanting a Trader Joe's bag. I could bring it up, or I can buy one and do a custom thing, but it's a bit too much of a hassle because we have a gift exchange later, and it's moved up a bit, so I don't think I have enough time. Maybe next year I'll think about it. So, yeah. things are happening art-wise, I guess. I also dabbled. I'll show the skeleton in a bit later just because I need to start getting some progress done on this dang shoe. I will yammer on too much if I'm not careful. I don't know if I'll work on some cards maybe at some point, depending on how far I get on this freaking shoe. We'll see. And, oh, I shouldn't have too much yellow. I was going to try to do a gradual gradient, but I'm not sure if I can control that yet. Camera, what are we doing here? Also, if you notice, I haven't been turning on my light. It works when it feels like it now. I'm pissed off because now it doesn't work. Last time I tried it, it doesn't work. But I think on one of my, my late night live stream extras, LiveWIPs extras, last time, I think it worked then. I'm pissed off. I'm like, what are you doing to me? Making me sound crazy. Freaking light. So I might have to change my my light later, either today or later in this week. I don't really need it right now off and on. Thankfully, today's kind of nice. I also considered canceling my stream so I can go out and play. No, I behaved. I'm here. But yeah, I was finally seeing some level of normal weather here, and it's nice and warm and not the roasting temperatures that everyone else has. I'm like, oh, I want to go out and play and all that stuff. And no, I don't have enough time. Plus, my kid went back to school this week, and it's the early dismissal. I can't hang around too much or, play around too much and forget, I got to do grown-up stuff now. So there's that. And then I could take a walk nearby, but I'm like, ugh. I'm thinking. I just hate wasting good weather staying at home, especially when it rarely ever comes here. Okay. But yeah, this sort of thing, I have been putting it off because I don't have the best of luck. Already a bad sign is this shoe style. I was not supposed to get this kind. This is too complicated. See, I cut individual triangle squares for these dang shoe holes. Then I had to cover this just in case because I have to paint this sucker here. And then, yes, I have big, ginormous feet. It sucks. I hate it, but here we are. What is it? The other thing is, I don't know what to draw on here. I want to draw something on here, but I don't know what yet. So I'm just painting random gradient, well, not random, like a sunset gradient, and then figure something out. It could be a kind of beach scene or a sky scene right now, but I'm like, I want to do something a little bit more, but I have yet to figure out what exactly that would be. And if you want to help, that's fine. But I don't know yet. Because sometimes people give me ideas and sometimes they sound stupid. But I'm not saying your idea is stupid and mine is not stupid. Hey, you, what's up? Ponyo. Will that go with this color scheme? Because Ponyo's like red and blue and stuff. I'll write that down, actually. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. I haven't heard from you in a hot minute. Just kidding. You're on earlier. Where do I write my... Oh, and here's my shameless plug while I remember. There you go. I like this kind of stuff. I know there's supposed to be all that fancy schmancy graphics to have it whiz on by. I don't do that because I'm old. Let me write that down. And hide my ginormous shoe size because it is. My God, my handwriting sucks. It's so embarrassing. Oh, yeah, that's true. Would it be big enough, though? Because I think I'd have a higher chance of getting more of that done if I had just that flat, those slip-on shoes, the ones with no laces at all, and then for sure I could do that. But this one, I'm like, well, right now I have to do the stupid thing here first. And I'm getting paint on my hands because I'm a 5-year-old. Old lady's body. Oh, my God. No, I'm not. I'm just being stupid. Yeah, thanks for the tip. Even if I don't do it, I don't know yet. I wrote down the idea. Usually I forget. There's a good chance I may do it. Oh no. The only thing I remember about Ponyo is her having this weird obsession with ham. I mean, I get it, it's tasty. But I just had blue on the other side. Well, it could be, yeah, there's a beach scene. It's something to consider. So I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. Thank you. What's up with you? Isn't this bedtime? I don't know. I don't know your schedule. Okay. Yeah. I remember the jellyfish. Right. I do look up Pinterest stuff. I noticed the AI stories for Reddit, they always talk bad about Pinterest boards and Instagram. Like the only thing you have on Instagram are influencers being stupid and airheaded, but make a lot of money. Or Pinterest boards of super rich lady things. I'm like, no, you can just look for references and not be a butthole about it. But yeah, I remember seeing jellyfish on there a lot. They have a lot of jellyfish references there. So I might even look into that. I don't know why the first thing that came to mind was the jellyfish from SpongeBob. I don't know. Ah, I will. I will keep thinking. I was trying to do a gradual, but it's getting to not be that way. Then there's also those rubber shoes from what is it? I think they use those shoes from Nike. Those classic ones everyone and their grandmama wears. I think they also try to custom paint those. I don't have that kind of money. Especially if I buy that and then I mess up the painting, that's all me. That's not the company's fault. That's my damn fault. If I buy an expensive shoe and I mess up the painting. Because I have instances where I buy something and okay, let's just try this out. And then I mess up the painting because I'm stupid. Or I'm like, oh, this did not go the way I wanted. I worry if I buy something like Vans. I think someone tried to paint on Vans and they got what I guess they got what they wanted. As for me, I'm like, oh god, I'm terrified. That's why cheap knockoff shoe, let's see what happens. And if it goes well, I don't know. Oh wait, I should get blue though. I need some kind of tiny bit of what? Oh, it's right here. Ugh. Get on here, shoe. When are you gonna paint some shoes? Paint some. You can do Vinland Saga shoes. Actually, that'd be hella cool. I wish I can do that. Vinland Saga shoes. Demon Slayer. Nah, everyone has Demon Slayer. Everyone, their grandmama has Demon Slayer too. What the hell can I also talk about? I also noticed I have this consistent theme of this blue, pink, purple color. This, that, the skeleton I'll show later, and these shoes. There's some others I don't remember right now. Oh, I think I painted an ice cream cone with a skeleton on it with blue and pink. So I was like, okay, so I'm a little bit obsessed with that. Micro obsessed with this color scheme. But I'm also not very creative with choosing colors. And I did have a book of different color coordinations that you can choose from, and they have examples. I wish I brought it with me, but I didn't. I bought them in China. But then I was hella ghetto, and I just took pictures of almost every single page of those at least two, no, I think one or two books that I have about color coordination. I was like, oh god. And I didn't look at it after I got home. took all those pictures. I didn't look at the damn thing since I got back. Yeah, that's me. Ugh. Yeah, thanks for the ideas. Let me write that down, too, before I forget. Go lie down and take a nap. And I'm ashamed of my handwriting. Once upon a time, my handwriting used to look good. But now I have to force my hand to write more clearly, because if I write more casual, more natural for me, it is chicken scratch. I used to be really good at handwriting long ago in a galaxy far away. But now my handwriting is trash. And I can sometimes barely read it because I don't use writing utensils as much for writing, only drawing. And then I sign my name like a chicken scratch, and then that's it. I don't do anything further than that. And then when I actually have to write something, and I would write a few letters or greeting cards to a few, yeah, I still do that. If you want, though, I don't force you. And then my handwriting is, so I have to put extra effort in writing legibly, to make it look more clean before I send it out, because if I can't read it, what are the chances you are? You know? But yeah, I still miss that kind of stuff, like actual letters or actual cards and stuff. But people want things faster. And for the most part, they tend to just send me an email. And then even emails are almost obsolete. They rather just get text messages or DMs and whatever talking messenger thingy they use. And I was like, oh, what? Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't mind, just once in a while would be nice, but it's a lot. It's a hassle to do mail. I get it. I freaking get it. Like, you have to go to the post office, wait in the stupid line, find out that you did at least 5 things wrong with your package or your letter, and then you have to go back and write something again. Go back to the counter and, okay, did I do this correct? Okay, yeah. And then I had one instance where the package I was sending, it got returned to me. And you know that how I found out that you don't get a refund from that entire incident. I don't get a refund for whatever I paid. Thanks. But yeah, so if you mess up on your package, when you fill out the information, you do it wrong, you don't get a refund when you get your stuff returned. I guess the good side is you get your stuff returned. The downside is you lose a lot of money if you do that shit. So you have to be careful when you do that. Good to know. Good to know. Don't do that again. But I did ask the person at the counter, like, I don't have room to write the amount of stuff I have in this package. Because whenever people show, I'm like, I have an unboxing of something from my friend, and they gave me a buttload of stuff. And then I see, like, the list, the area where you write the stuff and the weight and cost. There's only freaking 4. Like, how the hell do I fit all? Then the guy told me, just put a comma, then add the total from there. It seems to work, but I don't know if it'll work all the time. So I'm like, here's hoping, I suppose. Just don't get, that's what the guy told me, you know, because sometimes the other clerks look at the guy who told me, like, is that correct? He's like, yeah, it's fine. But then I worry, like, here it may be fine, but the other place, the other facility where they receive the package, it's not fine by their policy, you know? That's why that freaks me out when I start sending things recently. So I was like, oh, okay, good to know. Then Halloween, I already see things being sold as early as this month. But at Walgreens, I haven't seen anything in Target or the Daiso I go to. They have still school supply. Oh my God, the school supplies I saw. I thought I could get some cheap things there for my kid. I know it's super last minute, but it's not required at my kid's school. But I thought, let's just get extra stuff for his homework. You know, why not? It's cleaned. Everything's empty. But all the cheap stuff, but the ones that are more expensive, like, I think, is it called 4-star or 5-star? Those notebooks or folders they have, like, that one still has some things, but they're all the ugly colors or the stuff no one wants. And all I got was pencils because that's the only thing he actually uses. And the rest, I'm like, he doesn't care for that. I also got him like a pencil bag during summer, so I guess he can use that. So it's not that big of a deal, thankfully, because I remember getting school supplies and they always bring out that list for each grade. And there's a big ass list. And I remember one of the things they included was the Bible. Like, you had to get a nice Bible. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Are we going to read it? In theory. And tissue boxes. There's that. I remember that. Crayons, markers, pencils, pencil cases, glue, folders. They had that logo of that particular folder. I forgot what was the brand, but it's the one with those kids running around in ugly mini shorts, and the folder is yellow. Anyone remember those? And then they had other colors eventually. It was like, oh, they have a blue one instead of the ugly pea yellow ones. They made that folder pattern into a logo for hoodies and t-shirts. I was like, should I get that, or do I want to expose my age even further? And then I also remember there was another logo for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it says I am actually in my 40s in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle logo font. And I was like, oh God, I wonder whoever bought that. I don't know. I I'm already in my 40s. I don't need to behold my age, in open public like that. I can do that. I guess you're very brave if you choose to wear that sweater or t-shirt or what have you that says I am in my 40s. I'm like, oh my God. I can't. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting how something from school got put into a t-shirt and hoodie. It's actually the ones from those Trapper Keeper notebook logos or the patterns they have for Trapper Keeper. I wouldn't mind some of those. Lisa Frank is debatable because that's just too much color for me. Maybe some people like it, but I don't know. Even rainbow tie-dye hoodies for me is too much for me. I just wear it at home. Maybe a few times I go pick up my kid, and then that's about it. I'm not gonna, it's too loud for me. So yeah, I just notice a lot of things that really stand out for people my age, and like, oh, remember that? They made it into a shirt. And like random things are turning into like the logos of like the paper cup with the teal and pink logo or some I don't know, or Nicktoons. Yeah. Which is funny because I love that stuff as a kid, but I'm not super hung up about it as an adult. Like once I'm like, oh, I remember that, and then that's it. That's the peak of my nostalgia for that sort of stuff. The exception for that is maybe Animaniacs sometimes, but I think Freakazoid is the one for me, just because they have a cat named Mr. Chubbikins. He's so cute. What else? I'm trying to think. Okay, this is turning out kind of ugly. I'm nervous. And I'm low-key multitasking. Ugh. So, yeah, this is the ugliest gradient I've ever seen. I have to fix it. And I made it worse. Okay. It's purple and yellow. Will probably make diarrhea. Maybe. I still have a chance to clean it up, so it's not necessarily it's a fail. Burn it alive. No, it's not. I think. Probably. I'm going to talk about something, then I forgot what it was. Damn it. But yeah, any suggestions? Either I will use it or I will save it for later. I will not necessarily, no, that idea is stupid. No, it's not like that. Just sometimes if I find out something to paint and then I disregard your idea, that doesn't mean I will like throw that idea in the trash. No, further from it. I will actually save it for a future project. I don't think I've drawn Ponyo before, though. I just remember her liking ham. That's the only memory I have right now. And then she runs on water like she's Jesus. I don't know. And the lady who drives in the car with her son at like 150 miles per hour on a freaking cliff during a hurricane or typhoon. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's pretty bad. I mean, no, the animation's all right. But then I'm trying to remember what the hell I was supposed to talk about. I freaking forgot. So I can also maybe mash in some wine in there too. And also the pink screwed me up. There's also clouds. That is pretty simple, but I worry I'm not going to have enough paint, especially white. White is like trying its damnedest to not run out. Okay, so there's some here. I would go like a deeper color, a more brighter color, but I feel like I'm not ready for that stage in my life yet. What do I have for my notes? I need to, because it has information. Blah, blah, blah. Macadamia nuts. Okay, so that was the first thing I put. First day of school, I did that. I'm not pooping. My handwriting's fugly. Yeah, I said that. Oh, right. I think I mentioned in the live stream extras, but not this one, and the last time that I went on YouTube a day early because of that stupid scare about the government warning. I mean, not the government, the government ID requirement, like your credit card or your big dumb face. I have a big dumb face. It's okay. And then, they left. It's okay. I'm not crying at all. What was it? The warning to set that that YouTube and some other apps like Spotify, X, whatever, they're gonna have a note, something to notify you that you have to confirm that your age is an adult age before you proceed with whatever. You know what's funny? Nothing happened to me. I didn't receive any notification whatsoever, and I was like, oh, thank God. I didn't feel like taking out my freaking my ID for that. I'm like, oh, because I was wondering, like, I watch animations, but they have adult situations. I don't mean sexy time, okay? I mean like they're in an office setting and they're talking about lunch and there's drama at the cooler and someone got coffee spilled on them. That's animation that I watch. And the lady knocks out this other co-worker because she put laxatives in her macarons. I was like, that's the stuff I watch recently. So I was worried, like, because it's animation. Some people said that, like, even if you watch animation, you might get a notification to you that they require your ID. I was like, shut up. I didn't get shit, okay? You need to stop. Close that face hole of yours and spreading fear-mongering BS. I didn't get shit, and I'm so glad I did not, because I don't see, this is one of the okay, so maybe this is what I was supposed to talk about. I think that's one of the perks of not caring about the stuff from my childhood. Like, there is a possibility I can get that notification to get my ID out if I watch children things too much like that, because I don't want to deal with that crap, okay? Shit. They already do that with your bank accounts and your blah blahs online, and like, I gotta do this for things that are supposed to be free. What the fuck? So yeah, I don't. if you do get those, like, I don't know what, I have no advice for that because I didn't get that yet. For now, I haven't received that. So I'm pretty glad that I watch adult content. And by adult content, I mean stupid Reddit stories with really gross situations, or I don't mean any, it's just like one of those then I fucked up stories or what have you, or am I the butthole, or um family relationships in terms of like drama within the family, stuff like that. Nothing, like what? I don't know. So yeah, nothing happened to me, but I don't know for how long until they find something. And then I saw online that there is a legit UFO sighting in Mexico, and it's like not the recording is crystal clear now. It's not recorded on a potato wrapped in a freaking dental floss, right? It looks okay for once. So now we're like, now what? But I think everyone's too busy not caring because everything's expensive. We can't really do much of anything because we got bills to pay that are getting crazy high. We got stupid groceries to get. We have all this extra crap to deal with insurance left and right, mortgages left and right, all this stupid shit, And then aliens, like, unless you're going to help us pay the bills or get rid of the clowns making everything expensive, we don't care, Like, why are they still here? Anyway, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm just tired of things being super expensive left and right. It's making me tired. And my poor wallet. Okay, so it's not as gross as earlier, so that's good. But I think I have to let this area dry a little bit more so it's not too... I put paint on the white part already. Damn it, this tape is caca. What the fuck? I should have used the craft or artist tape. I should have done that, but I don't know if it'll be any different. I didn't feel like waiting for another package to arrive. Like, I'm tired. Let's just do this. Okay, let's compare and contrast and get this out of here. Other shoe, get over here. It feels crunchy. That's what I'm kind of concerned. Like, I wear it, it feels crunchy. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a little gradient sort of thing, but it starts off with the usual colors I care for, and then it transfers to this. And my shoe, it's my ginormous shoe size. I'm sorry, but no one's here, so it's fine. But yeah, it's embarrassing. I hate being short and I have giant feet. I know who I got it from, but I don't want to blame them on live. Okay, that's embarrassing. Anyway. Okay. Let's see here. I did it wrong, probably, but I can still kind of fix it, maybe. I could put a little bit more yellow and pink on here, actually, so not too bad. I guess if a person or two shows up, I can then do, what? I can show the skeleton. But right now, no one's here, so I'm like, I can wait it out a little bit more. Little bit more. I'm not sure if I can remove that paint that I added on here. Yeah, I think that was another reason why I kind of avoided painting shoes. I should have just put tape on it. I'm hella stupid. See, now I just thought of it now. I'm hella dumb. Too late. Oh, well, now you know my giant shoe size. It sucks and I hate it. But here we are. Yeah, I don't, there's no fancy schmancy technique. I just do this. Okay. Oh, right. So, live stream on the weekend, like Friday/Saturday, or even Thursday/Friday. Those are a lot more successful for me compared to this time now, because people are at work or at school. But this is the free time I can afford to do, because if I go in even the evening time here, my husband takes a nap, and he does not like noise, and that involves talking, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that then. But then he kind of he kind of naps long, and by the time he wakes up, I have to do night chores, so I can't do evening live streams, because that's what he does, unless there's that rare instance where he stays awake, which is, I don't know when that is. Unfortunately, I don't know when that is. The other thing is, with Thursday/Friday or Friday/Saturday, those are a lot more successful that I noticed so far. Even if it's only 300 views, that's a lot more than what I get with this one, the usual live streams on Wednesdays. And it's kind of a killjoy, but I kind of low-key get it, because everyone's working, everyone's doing stuff. And then on the other side of the planet, people are like sleeping, So this was not a good time for me to go online. But if I go around midnight or 1 a.m. even, then people are more active. And the last weekend, a late night LiveWIPs, that one was pretty good. Oh no, there's shit on it. What? Why is there lint on here? Oh well. That one was a lot more fun than I expected. People showed up and was actually chatting with me, and they were trying to figure out how old I was, and I thought that was kind of funny, because I think the youngest was 16. I was like, man, no. I don't know. I haven't been around 16-year-old. No, wait. I have a niece and nephew. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, it was really interesting actually seeing some chat going on, and everyone was pretty well behaved, so I really appreciate that. So as long as you're on your best behavior, I'm always down to chat whatever I can. The only other thing is I don't have a moderator, so it's quite easy for people to get a little bit rambunctious or a bit hammy and cause trouble. But for now, it's been pretty good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think another reason I also don't mind around this time in general, both this time and the late night, is because I don't want kids on here. I don't want to cause trouble for children and parents, and then I'm cursing, and guess what? You're saying bad words. Like, oh yeah, congratulations. You get nothing, And also my kid is out, so I can be a lot more F this, be that, and all that stuff. But even then, I try to limit it in general, just because I'm kind of too old for that. I'm not saying I'm better than people who curse. No, I'm not, far from it. It's just I don't know, maybe I just grew out of it. I'm not too keen on cursing too much, but sometimes it just comes out because old habits die hard, I suppose. Oh, this is pretty. I like this one, but it's still kind of messy. There's all this random lint coming in. I don't know where they're coming from. It's kind of pissing me off. I could have cleaned it, but I'm going to probably paint over it because I'm insane. Yeah, no one wants to look at someone painting shoes. What the fuck? I don't blame you. It also helps if I actually knew what I was doing. So I'll keep in mind of that Ponyo idea. I don't know if I'll put it on here because I am pretty sure the consistency with that is like red and blue, and unless I alter the colors a bit, that would be more suitable for this color scheme. That would be another thing too. There's also jellyfish. Yeah, actually, yeah, I can kind of see it. Problem is, I'm not interested in those things. It's not that they're a bad idea. It's just problem is, if I'm not much interested, it takes a while for me to get to jumpstart on that possible idea. But if I don't have any ideas and like, hey, that's something, then I may actually go through with it. So hard to say right now. I'm just trying to get some level of color on first before I consider what do I draw. I'm not sure how long this project will last. It's going to probably take kind of long. Maybe I don't want to give promises because there are times where I have a project started and then I just suddenly drop it. I don't mean I throw it in the trash. It just stops because I get distracted or life happens or I'm tired. I'm going to take a break and it turns into a month or two. So there is that. Okay. Pig. Oh, no, I don't use you. Okay, I'll use you. I don't like looking at my shoe size on live. It's embarrassing. Okay. And then this one, you can go in here. Okay, this is a lot better. I'm gonna look at my shoe size. It's embarrassing. You probably already saw it or don't care, but whatever. I care, so I have to cover it. Okay, that's kind of cool. I actually wanted to put some bit of yellow here, but I tried it. It looked gross. It looked like poop, and so I just covered it up. Thankfully, it was able to cover up. Oh, it's pretty. I'm gonna take a picture. No one's here, so it's fine. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Can I do up here? No. Oh, the stupid brush. So I'm trying to take pictures of my progress. I also have to, I might put this as another reel. I already did a reel for the work in progress. Oh God, makes my feet look like boats. I need to stop talking bad about myself, but there are some things I don't like. It's okay to do that. Just don't go extreme and just deal with what you got, okay? I know people assume like, oh, you don't like things about yourself. You're not happy about yourself. Like, no, why would I be? But then at the same time, like, yeah, I don't like it, but I just deal with it. That's fine. It's like, because there are people that just talk bad about your certain attributes that you're born with. Like, you can't help it. You have it. Now what? And then people get so upset that they go under plastic surgery to get things checked. They remove things, like they get double eyelid surgery. Like, I don't talk about that story. That one's a bit too personal. Not to me, but someone else. And so, like they make that feature that their parents gave them and change it to something else because they don't like it. It's not good looking by social standards. I'm like, geez, that's so fucked up. But yeah, I don't mess with what's not broken. Like, don't fix what's not broken, right? Especially like, oh yeah, I keep seeing a whole bunch of things about like plastic surgery, Ozempic, and those easy diet sort of things where you lose weight, like the weight just falls out, and then it turns out, oh, you can go blind. Oh, you'll have chronic vomiting. Oh, your legs turn weird or your feet turn weird when you take Ozempic. I was like, oh, okay. Well, you're not supposed to be taking that for weight loss procedures. That's just for people with type 2 diabetes. Am I right? If I understood that correctly, it's not for weight loss. And some people passed away from that stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry for your loss. That's all I can say. But yeah, and similar with the plastic surgery. If you're not careful and you get the wrong person who's not very good, well versed in their practice, you can lose your life. So again, You may not like the weight loss idea, but if it's the most effective and surefire way and you're still alive afterwards and healthy, just do that instead. You know, I feel like people don't like to take the the slow but steady route. They just want instant results, instant results, instant results, and then you see what happens after they look amazing, and then you have to maintain long-term maintenance, and then turns out, oh, there's other things you don't like about yourself. I'm like, oh my god, you know. That's why, like, yeah, I talk bad about my appearances sometimes, but then I'm like, okay, yeah, so what? Now what? And it also helps that I have a short-term attention, short-term, not memory, short-term, short attention span. There you go. I've been saying that and I forgot. I forgot how to say short attention span. That's, see, I wish I was joking. So, and not to mention, there's some butt crackers that like to say bad things about you just so you get your feelings hurt and stuff. Oh my god, get a life. Like, yeah, it hurts, but at the same time, I'm like, anything else you like to say that's more interesting and anything useful? No? Okay, go over there now. I don't have time for this stuff. So, while I rarely get made fun of, but there are those instances, you know, it's kind of annoying. Especially like relatives, like they want to poke fun of your weight, especially. I had that. Oh my god. And it's funny because they're fat too. It's one thing if they're skinny, like, okay, I get it. I know where you're coming from. You're skinny, I'm not. What? Okay. But if they're also fat and not in the position to be criticizing your weight, I'm like, hey, what's going on here? But because I'm in a crowded setting, I can't, throw hands, right? Okay, let me see here. I do like this pink and yellow gradient thing going on. It's hella pretty. But I also wanted to make sure it makes sense as it goes to the other side. Probably. I think there's a particular rose that has this gradient of pink, orange, and yellow. I think that is one of my favorite flowers. I don't have I know they mentioned some women have like a favorite flower. I can't decide with mine because there's too many pretty colors on like a lot of flowers. Peonies have pretty colors. Hydrangeas have pretty colors. Roses have pretty colors. Certain flowers that have purple. Oh my god! And there's some orchids with blue in it. And the emerald jade vine is hella pretty, and it's from the Philippines. I was like, there's just too many. I cannot decide. I don't have a favorite flower. And the other thing is, don't give me a potted plant; it'll probably die. I feel bad. Yeah, it's living, but I'm not very good with plants, so I'm sorry. I like to look at them and take pictures, but I don't trust it around my person long term. Yeah. Oh no, I'm running out of color. It's already 58 minutes. Oh, I should probably wrap things up. Today was not as many, but one of my friends showed up. So I'm like, yay! As long as one of my friends showed up, that's all that matters. But also anyone who shows up, okay, that's also fine too. But usually the top priority is when people I'm familiar with, like, hey, and they actually exchange ideas. I like that a lot. But I think they have things to do, so they went off. So that's totally fine. Okay, so I read, my god, I have to buy a big ass bottle of white. I think this is already halfway. I just started using this stuff yesterday. Okay, a little bit more, and then I'll show the skeleton, I swear. It's already lunchtime, sheesh. I worry this may come off as Instagram colors, but Instagram does not own sunset colors, all right? I'm not sure if I was supposed to like paint on these stitches, but I already did it here and it's not very good, but something. Oh God, there's like the stupid lint stuff. I'm worried I might have to remove them because they won't come off. It's being a turd. I should have used that stupid sticky roller thing, lint roller. I didn't think that far. It's my first time working on this crap, okay? Not very good at it. Unless I can hide it with drawings, that's also possible. So I can hide my mistakes, hopefully, in theory. Maybe. Okay, they left. So tiny break from that. Ow. Ugh. My hair got caught in my armpit. All right, so this guy here, let's put this aside. And this can... So I worked on this, and by worked on, it's just painting. And why is my hair here? Ew, what the hell? Oh, no one's here, so it's fine. This was just something I got from Target. I'm pretty sure it's like 15 bucks. And I wish I got a big one because I saw a life-size one on one of those Halloween prop stores. They sell this, I'm pretty sure 50 bucks. I was like, that's pretty good. 50 to 80, something like that. But it was less than 100, I'm pretty sure, unless it increased this year. I haven't checked yet. But I was like, why can't I just paint my own and, you know, just buy a cheap one at Target, paint my own, and just, I save money. And so I started doing that with this, and then I didn't do it. I bought this last year, all the way last year in probably October. And then I got another one that was in, oh no, I think I bought this 2 years ago. And then I bought another one that was black last year. And I thought I was going to paint that one originally, and then I can't find it. So I settled on this one because it was right in front of me. I kind of have to. And then I also regret not covering this with some kind of like putty or some sort of glue or something to fill out these holes. I said holes, yeah, so what? But I think because it's a first attempt at painting, I will give myself, you know, a learning curve to figure out what I did and did not do and how I can improve on the possible next attempt. I'm not sure if it'll be the same size, bigger or smaller, but I'll see what comes out if they ever have their Halloween stuff come out. Probably next month. They don't have it out yet in Target so far. But yeah, I also might try to make something for my friend. She won't see this, plus she probably doesn't understand what I'm saying, which is fine. It works in my favor. No offense, I'm sorry. It's just I'm trying to figure out what I can also make for my friend because I want to. And then in the backside, it's a little bit more messy. I did not give a crap, but I don't mind a little bit of messy painting to some degree. And from far away, it's not too bad. But see, the downside about using this kind of stuff as a surface area, there's a good chance you're going to have some runoff, some scraping. I haven't done the top coat yet, and I'm not even sure that will work. So I'm kind of just let it sit for a while and see how it is. So I have to reapply paint here and let it dry some way or another. Also, it was kind of, I don't know if you can see in here. I'm sorry I have to show your butt. But in this angle, like it's hard to paint all of the stuff inside. So I see a lot of white areas here, but it's thankfully not too noticeable. But I probably will try to be nitpicky and paint over the white areas still. So this is a pretty doll. Everyone has Barbie. This is mine. It's not like that. I was just joking, but I do like how this turned out. It's really pretty. And yeah, it matches my shoes, sort of. But I like how it turned out, surprisingly. I didn't think I would, but I do. I might actually do the same color scheme for the Trader Joe's bag I showed earlier. So yeah. Oh my God, such a geek. All right, so what did I talk about today? what did I do today? The Black Myth Wukong trailer. I did a micro geek out. It's not that big of a geek out, but I was like, oh, they have it. Oh my God. But there was very little from there, but also so much because, hello, there's an announcement and there's new characters going on and a new story. But at the same time, I need to try to get used to the new change of first the main character, because it's not the what's his face, the destined one, and now it's an entirely new guy, and I'm a little bit mixed about the main character's design. But at the same time, as long as the story's good and better than certain other games, I will try it. I will not be that petty. However, I will be petty for making my own pastel Trader Joe's bag at some point. Not yet, because I'm working on a shoe. And then the other thing is, I also been trying to do different projects for once besides cards. While I do have cards, I did show them, but just like I did a progress thing, but I didn't actually stick to it because this takes a lot more time out of me. But I will eventually get back to the cards. I need to not do that, but at least I have 2 card decks completed. So I am entitled to a break from the cards, I assume, after 200 plus cards. Yes? Yes? Yes. Okay. And then one of my friends showed up and gave me suggestions on what to draw on the shoes, which is actually good. It's also possible I might actually apply that to another project. So even if I deny, what is that? If I deny using that idea, that doesn't mean I will totally disregard the idea. Like, oh, no, far from it. I may actually apply it to another card or an actual painting. We'll see. Yeah. So I really appreciate that, friend, for doing that. Thank you. Enjoy your rest or whatever you're doing. And then some other stuff like back to school memories, kind of, sort of, or at least remembering the school supply stuff. Certain things from my childhood that involve school supplies is readjusted and put on t-shirts and hoodies. And the thing that kind of not irks me, but kind of like makes me cringe is the whole reminder that you are in your 40s. Like, yeah, I know. Okay, I don't need a big bumper sticker on my forehead telling everyone my age. Ugh. I know it's some people's gimmick to televise their age left and right, but I can't do that. You're very brave. I am not. Okay. And some other stuff here and there while painting this shoe and my ginormous shoe size. I didn't think that through. I thought oh, okay, maybe no one will notice, but people will eventually notice, like, yeah, that's huge. But hey, genetics. Also, my micro rant about, plastic surgeries and certain cosmetic procedures that can get your put your life on the line, or there's a lot of negative, not so good effects afterwards. Oh, sorry. I'm checking I have something from the electric company telling me some notification because it's going to be hot. And by hot, it's only 77 something. I'm like, yeah, that's peak here. That's pretty good compared to other places, but I don't know. I want to enjoy the weather. I almost canceled today because I want to go out and frolic in the sunlight. God, no one's here, so it's fine. I can say stupid ass shit like that. It's fine. And then frolic in the sunlight. Oh my God. I wonder if anyone says that. Probably not. Ugh. I felt gross saying that. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap things up before someone shows up. I'm sorry. I talk too fast and then I get tongue-tied. I'm sorry. And if you want to check other stuff in my Instagram, it's here at the Delion, one word. And this is the nicest handwriting I'll do in a long while. So there's that. So thank you for having me. Thank you for watching this. Please disregard my shoe size. All right, calm down. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, have lunch, or continue with the shoe thing. And I'll see you again later this weekend at the LiveWIPs extras. We'll see. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.